Welcome back to Living in the Word, and today we are looking at the construction part 2. So let's begin. Exodus 37 verses 1 to 9. Then Bezalel made the ark of acacia wood. 2.5 cubits was its length, 1.5 cubits its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. He overlaid it with pure gold inside and outside, and made a moulding of gold all around it. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold to be set in its 4 corners, 2 rings on one side and 2 rings on the other side of it. He made poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold, and he put the poles into the rings at the sides of the ark to bear the ark. He also made the mercy seat of pure gold. 2.5 cubits was its length, and 1.5 cubits its width. He made 2 cherubim of beaten gold. He made them of one piece at the 2 ends of the mercy seat, one cherub at one end on this side, and the other cherub at the other end on that side. He made the cherubim at the 2 ends of one piece with the mercy seat. The cherubim spread out their wings above and covered the mercy seat with their wings. They faced one another. The faces of the cherubim were toward the mercy seat. Okay, so the ark was about 114 centimeters long, about 70 centimeters wide, and about 70 centimeters deep. It was made of acacia wood and overlaid with gold both inside and out. There was a ring of gold on each corner of the ark for the 2 poles used to carry it. Now the mercy seat was also about 114 centimeters long and about 70 centimeters wide. It was the lid on the ark, and there were 2 cherubim of gold sitting on top of the mercy seat with their wings facing inwards like that. Exodus 37 verses 10 to 16. He made the table of acacia wood. 2 cubits was its length, 1 cubit its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. And he overlaid it with pure gold, and made a moulding of gold all around it. Also he made a frame of a handbreadth all around it, and made a moulding of gold for the frame all around it. And he cast for it 4 rings of gold, and he put the rings on the 4 corners that were at its 4 legs. The rings were close to the frame as holders for the poles to bear the table, and he made the poles of acacia wood to bear the table and overlaid them with gold. He made of pure gold the utensils which were on the table, its dishes, its cups, its bowls, and its pitchers for pouring. Okay, so the table was for the showbread. The table for the showbread was about 92 centimeters long, 46 centimeters wide, and 69 centimeters tall. It was made of acacia wood and overlaid with gold. There were four gold rings on the corners of the table which held the poles to carry it. The poles were also made of acacia wood and overlaid with gold. Now all the dishes, cups, bowls, pitchers used on this table were made of pure gold. Exodus 37 verses 17 to 24. He also made the lampstand of pure gold. Of hemmered work he made the lampstand, its shaft, its branches, its bowls, its ornamental knobs, and its flowers were of the same piece. And 6 branches came out of its sides, 3 branches of the lampstand out on one side, and 3 branches of the lampstand out of the other side. There were 3 bowls made like almond blossoms on one branch with an ornamental knob and a flower, and 3 bowls made like almond blossoms on the other branch with an ornamental knob and a flower. And so for the 6 branches coming out of the lampstand. And on the lampstand itself were 4 bowls made like almond blossoms, each with its ornamental knob and flower. There was a knob under the first 2 branches of the same, a knob under the second 2 branches of the same, and a knob under the third 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches extending from it. Their knobs and their branches were of one piece. All of it was one hammered piece of pure gold. And he made its 7 lamps, its wick trimmers, and its trays of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold he made it, with all its utensils. So the gold lampstand had 7 branches. So we find they had 3 on each side and a middle branch. All its utensils were also made of pure gold. Now, there's no mention of the actual size of the lampstand, but one fascinating fact is that it was one solid piece. So there wasn't just bits of pieces that were all stuck together. It was one piece, which is quite amazing actually. So each bowl and ornamental knob was handcrafted as a part of the lampstand. They were not individually made and stuck on. Exodus 37 verses 25 to 29. He made the incense altar of acacia wood. Its length was a cubit and its width a cubit. It was square and 2 cubits was its height. Its horns were of one piece with it. And he overlaid it with pure gold, its top, its sides all around, and its horns. He also made for it a moulding of gold all around it. He made 2 rings of gold for it under its moulding, by its 2 corners on both sides, as holders for the poles with which to bear it. And he made the poles of acacia wood and overlaid them with gold. He also made the holy anointing oil and the pure incense of sweet spices, according to the work of the perfumer. So the incense altar was about 46 centimeters by 46 centimeters and about 90 centimeters tall. It was made of acacia wood, overlaid with gold. There were 4 rings of gold on the corners, which held the 2 poles of acacia wood overlaid with gold. Well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. God bless.